Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Hunter x Hunter, episode 114. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Oh, do you have any predictions?
I feel like I've already said all my predictions.
You said that to me, you didn't say it to the camera.
I did. I said it multiple times on camera that I thought that, what even is her name again? Komugi. That Gon was gonna kill her because he doesn't even care that she's there and depending on Pitou. Mm-hmm. So Gon's gonna go crazy and fight Pitou, and she's gonna basically get caught in the crossfire and not like literally like get punched by him and die, but just die because of him. And then Killua is gonna get there too late and be upset by it, but Gon's not gonna be as phased, and then it's gonna like cause some
big problem.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out in this episode. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Check out Patreon to get around 20 episodes or so ahead. Hope you enjoy. Let's go.
I've just been stressing out about this for the past couple of days.
How also badass, like, is it of the king to just be like, all right, fine, you want to fight? Let's just go.
Yeah.
A small thing, I always think of it when he does the little thumb thing. The hand is so like veiny and it looks like a strong old man's hand, like
maybe because it is a strong
but like yeah, that's the point that I'm making is that
really
they drew
well
it
done.
like that. Yeah, is you can read that, like it's not just like big hand anime character like this. It's like something about the little wrinkles in the skin on the thumb and like the knuckles and like the way the veins are drawn and like the posture of the fist looks like it's hardened like it would be, like it's just a really well developed hand. Careful, this is the last time we'll hear the song. OP changes. No, it won't. It's never gonna change for the whole show.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was like,
that's the joke. What if do you think this would be like the easiest mission ever if fucking Knov was still around? He could just like slice people's heads off and like cut them in half with his portals, or just lock them in his portals and they can't get out. Like what if they got the king in there somehow? They probably couldn't, but they could get somebody else.
Divide X and X conquer.
X conquer.
I don't want it to go to Gon first. I want to go to someone else.
Conquer's bad for a day. Ow. I wonder if that hurts him.
I don't know.
This really reminds me of the fights in Parasite. They're all like this.
He still has been holding his breath, and his max was like a minute.
2 minutes.
And his max was 2 minutes, but he estimated that it would be less because he would be under stress.
He's using the scales.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you have to breathe them in though, because he can just hold his breath like for so long.
Killua catching up with Gon.
Too late. Oh, I didn't think that he was gonna catch up to him at this point. This is maybe a good thing, although the same thing that I already said could still happen with Killua there.
They're together. Is the old man gonna notice him? He's too focused on the... I love how like their face looks relaxed, but they are so locked right now.
Yeah.
Just shows their experience. Otherwise, he wouldn't have done it. You want to give malice. Or was it fear? Was it respect or fear? Or caution? Zeno's so badass.
That's so cool. Just so casual. They all just look so, like, chill, you know?
This is the same, a bigger version of the same attack he used against Crollo.
I don't remember that, actually.
He did the same, like, that. And he, like, turned it when Crollo, like, dodged to the side. Oh, boy.
I don't even want him to.
The soundtrack, is this a new track? I think we heard this one with Kite. Yeah. Ikalgo.
Just rocks fall down and kill them. So bad.
So sick. Isn't that fight gonna be fucking crazy?
Okay, hit the closed door button quickly. Oh.
He doesn't know what the name change.
Oh no.
But they didn't reveal it. They were like, that's weird. No, that's insanely weird. Because he gets pissed off whenever people call him the wrong name.
Yeah.
Reading his aura. This is like mind reading ability. That's cool. That's interesting. Because the way,
not just how they are normally, just how they are in that moment.
Yeah, when we first were introduced to it, like when he was first born and he read Pitou's mind, he literally like finished her sentence or something. This is a really overpowered ability in just like a talking match, because you can just like find whatever like scares them, basically. Whoa! I didn't remember that.
I love his attitude, you know? He does a reverse, he comes out as a caterpillar. He's just like disgusting and like just a little grub. I just so love how he covered his one eye just for no reason. It's so good.
He's so badass.
Oh, not anymore. Lucky.
Ow! Which sucks, because I don't think it's like he's only limited to a certain number of eyes.
It is freaking him out.
Oh shit. Shoot is so badass.
I was gonna say, this really is his like best ability to be standing on one of those hands.
It's just like so satisfying that like the coward, the ultimate coward, is just like throwing caution to the wind and just being a badass and cool.
Oh, he's getting freaked out because he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, YOUPI's not smart enough to figure out that they share the same objective, keep each other away from the king. But he's just watching Shoot get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
One slap at a time. But he needs to get more APR in to keep it multiplying.
Yeah.
But they can't show their hand. His clothes are ribbons.
Aw. That's like none.
It's so slow. Only 10 seconds, and it's the fights are going by. Only 10 seconds has passed since he first punched him and put APR on.
No, I think there's been a couple since then.
There's been one other punch since then, and that happened like a second after.
He can't stop himself.
He has no choice. So it's been about a minute. It's been about a minute.
Oh. He's stressed out.
But they don't know. God's accomplice, they can't feel. Remember, like, he went up and touched that bird?
Oh, yeah.
There was Nen in that attack. That was as much as his full strength attack.
Shit. Maybe someone else should have taken on this guy.
No, Knuckles, not weak.
I know, but he just, like...
They're not weak, like, you know...
There's just that many attacks going on at once makes it hard for him to get a hit on them.
Yeah. But they had who they had. If only they had Kite. If they had Kite, Kite could pull out the fucking gun, and this shit would be over.
They need, like, a ranged weapon on this guy. He won't know what it is. He'll think it's like something else, and it actually might be good to distract him.
But they're still invisible. Or no, he could still go invisible. But God's accomplice lets him do it to somebody else.
Yeah.
こいつは今突然現れた。攻撃された。いや、されてはいねえ。遅効性のまさか。
I wonder if he can read.
だとしたらあの時。
Damn it.
But there's like, the timing of it is skewed. There's all this weird information about it, so.
Oh, he thinks it's a bomb.
いや、でもね。
Yeah, well, it would be if time wasn't moving at the pace of a snail.
Yeah, there's just like all the information so conflicting and weird about
He's
about
holding
APR.
it? Or what?
Did you see what was happening? All these dots are appearing on his back.
Oh.
シュートを攻めきれない理由の一つ、実力の差があると言えるだろう。
No.
That's smart. It doesn't take a lot of his body. That's so smart! What a badass! That would have been GG's. They're going so fast.
Oh no.
いつかはユピーに軍配勝負。それは正しい。
Yeah, he seems to be improving.
誤算があるとすると思い、それにユピーが気づいていないことだろう。それでも静かに確実にシュートの限界は近づいていた。
Oh.
He's not sticking to the plan.
No.
He can't.
Shoes. That's the whole episode?
Yeah.
I'm so glad we didn't have to get into Gon's fight.
That was such a good episode.
That was really, really good.
What'd you think of that episode?
That was an absolute banger of an episode.
Banger episode, W episode.
It was really good.
Packed episode.
I was glad I didn't have to deal with Gon doing anything that I'm gonna be upset at. I didn't have to. I didn't have to get into that yet. But this episode was it was so, and not like I want anything bad to happen to Knuckle and Shoot either, but I'm just so worried that Komugi is gonna get killed that I'm like stressed out about it. So I'm glad, especially like for this, like getting into this watch session, this was a really good one to start off with. Just like really getting into the fight and like also staying with this one fight for a long time. But we did kind of get a bit of everything.
Yeah, we got all I guess 4.
Yeah,
there's the 3 main, or how many are there? There's the king, there's Gon and Killua, there's ikalgo, Then there's Knuckle and Shoot, and then there's 5. There's 5
Yeah.
different plot lines going on right now.
And we did get all of them, which is actually really good because, but like they were in like the right amount per like the part of the fight that it was at. Like we don't need an elongated one of the fight with Morel because
They're just
they're
sitting
like
around.
gearing up and like they're like still kind of feeling each other out and
Yeah, what do you think of this
Poof's
cocoon?
doing like a power up. I don't know. At first, I thought he was gonna grab him with that, but then he just wrapped himself up in it. So I don't know what to think, and I don't know what's gonna come out of there either. Because, like I was saying before, a butterfly like is what comes out of the cocoon. So it's like, is he gonna regress into what? Is he gonna like turn into something else? Is he gonna become like more like a bug or something? I don't know what's gonna happen. Is he going to like change to be like the perfect opponent in this specific fight? I'm not entirely sure. And then I liked also the stuff with Ikalgo where they were just like, oh yeah, and then he doesn't know about the name change. And then
by the way, such a good like,
and it was so
such good setup. Like,
I know, I was gonna say, because like that whole like thing of him just being like, no, that's not my name anymore, I have this new name, is kind of just like, okay, whatever, I guess. Like, okay.
I saw it like there's a lot of not to get all like woke and political about it, but it's kind of like a transition type thing. It's like but not in a gender way, but in the same kind of thing of
becoming his own different person.
Yeah, himself, and you know, it's his, because he always he has this self-image of himself, and he's reflecting that in his name change. Like Leol, it's more like kin to his like king of the jungle lion persona rather than Hagya, which I think they choose their own names. They chose their own names, but he has developed a lot since then.
And then change it up again.
And then changed it.
Yeah.
So I think it's like, it seems kind of unnecessary, but when you think of it like that,
I'm not saying that it was unnecessary, but like it was brought up a lot.
Yeah, and you don't really, there's no real reason for it in the story.
It's like, oh, he did that, and then it gets brought up a few times, and then it's like, every time like he just like flies off the handle about it, or like, you know, it's like a big deal all the time. So then the fact that they bring it in for this as well, because you're just like, oh, I guess he's just particular about that, and that's fine. What, like, it's not that, but
there's not a function.
Not that there's no, like, yeah, it's just like that's
you don't
the
know
thing
why
in the story,
we're
and that's
focusing on
fine.
it.
But there's no there's no real thing to it. He's not like the main character. It doesn't really have any bearings on anything until now.
Yeah.
When it was like the critical moment where especially this wolf guy was already like suspicious.
Well, yeah, because he saw Killua.
But then this like doubled it down, and then the whatever
bravada.
Bravada. He was just like, he realized it, and he said it, and then they were just like, yeah, and then when the doors closed, and they're like, I love that too, like a second too late. And then the whole fight with Knuckle and Shoot is just so crazy. And yeah, like I was saying, not that anyone else in this group necessarily would have been a better match for them. It just sucks that both of their attacks, you need to hit the person, and this guy has like stuff flying around that make it almost impossible to hit him, regardless of whether you're invisible or not. You know, like if you're fighting someone like Pitou, I mean, I guess Pitou could like see you and like sense you still, but or maybe even not. No. I guess not still with that.
That's the point of it. Yeah.
So that would have been, they would have been good if Gon didn't have like previous stuff. Then they might have been a good match for that. Just
sneak up.
Just because being able to actually sneak up effectively and not have like a million like things flying around would be good. And actually it would have been interesting if they had switched and Gon had gone up against this, because it's very, very similar to his first fight against a Nen user with all the little spinning tops that were like flying around, and he was like next level at dodging them. It's kind of an interesting thing to think about.
And Killua's with the guy with
and Killua has
with
his
the
yo-yos for ranged attacks.
Do you know what I'm talking about though with Killua's Heaven's Arena fight where the guy had like the snakes?
Yeah. So it's interesting that maybe they would have been the better match if they had switched.
Possibly. But
But Gon's determination will trump all of that in the end.
And we haven't really seen Knuckle go hardcore. The only time, like only against Gon, but he's very much like his whole strategy basically relies, Knuckles' strategy basically relies on, you know, hit and run, just like hit them and then wait them out, you know, like not, you know, punch them out by like letting them punch themselves out, but just like get the APR in and then literally run away, stay in range but out of sight and just let it grow. But you know, so maybe he's not a great match, but maybe he has some surprises up his sleeve. Or maybe this is, you know, he's really not a great match, and this is fully just a sacrifice moment where he doesn't.
He's just gonna get killed.
Yeah, because it seems like.
I hope not.
Who knows?
Yeah, I wrote this down a while ago. That I wanted to talk about. That I was thinking off camera, but I was thinking that what makes like the anime time thing I think work in this case so well is the narrator. I think that makes it from just being like the inner monologue of a character just going on and on and on, and they're like 10 seconds have passed and they've just like given their life story, the entire enemy's backstory, like their neighbor down the street's backstory, like, you know what I mean, where they're just like kind of rambling on about not too much, or just like redissecting the same move that just happened.
Yeah.
This is like a way of showing how fast everything is happening over like an hour. It's been like almost an hour of this like like a couple of seconds, like it's been less than a minute this entire fight. So I guess I just say that I like that, and I think the narrator really helps with that because you're able to have like a third party outside objective recounting or like detailing of what's happening in the scene, so you're not just like living inside a character's head and they're going on and on and on, you know? I think we should just go to the next one.
All right, leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon to get 20 or so episodes ahead. Hope you enjoyed. See you next one, Barton.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.